chance to catch the season finale of The Voice with amazing performances.
You look like a superstar up there.
See who becomes the voice of season 27, Saturday at 1 p.m. right here on Local 3.
Local 3 School Patrol, covering the classrooms in your community.
Do you see a great big smile on my face this morning? You should. Can you see these little tiny things that I'm holding? These are two of a litter of 4. Is that right, Andy Phillips?
It is.
Andy is here with your local fur mama. If you have not heard of your local fur mama, write this down in great big letters because they're fairly new to the area. Their whole focus is taking in neonatal kittens and puppies to give them a chance at life because their health is very, very fragile.
That's absolutely right. Yeah, we are specifically a neonatal rescue, so we intake animals typically under 4 weeks of age. A lot of those scenarios, are if something happened to mama and mama's unable to nurse them. We do a lot of bottle feeding orphaned babies, but if we do have mama in the picture, we always take her as well. That is their very best chance at life.
Okay, so let's talk about these kittens specifically. These are 4 weeks old.
Yes.
They will not be eligible to be adopted for at least another 4 weeks because kittens, people don't realize how vulnerable and fragile they are, but their little respiratory systems are tricky.
Yes, very much so. Yeah, the veterinary care that goes into neonatal kittens is really specific. They are definitely a very vulnerable population. And you treat them a little bit differently than you would your typical adult cat that you have as a pet.
Do these have their mother, or are you bottle feeding them?
We have been bottle feeding them, and these ones are right at the stage where I am still offering them a bottle a few times a day, but we're also learning what wet food is, and we love that, and we shove our whole face in it, and we get all messy, and it's the cutest thing.
So here's the thing too, if you've ever had a pet, you've loved it, I'm sure. But it's really important to create that, are you looking at me? To create that bond, right, with
Absolutely.
the pet that you bring home. So it's very important that whoever had the initial part of life with these pets did it the right way. That's what these fosters with your local fur mama are doing.
Absolutely.
You're guaranteed to take home a healthy, loved, adjusted member of the family. Is that fair to say?
Absolutely, yeah. So we are a completely foster-based organization, which means we do not have a facility at all. And so every single one of our animals, kittens and puppies, are in loving foster homes. They're integrated into people's day-to-day lives, which typically means that they have really good exposure to a lot of different things, such as other cats, other dogs, kids, just changing, chaotic, crazy environments.
Yeah, that is more important than you might realize because
absolutely.
they're going to be scared a little bit when they come to your home.
100%.
You want them to be able to adjust quickly. Okay, so you can't possibly have enough fosters.
Never. There's no such thing as enough fosters. So yeah, as I just mentioned, we're a completely foster-based facility. We can only save as many as we have the space for. So the more fosters we have, the more that we have the ability to intake and save. And unfortunately, this time of year is just the peak of kitten season. It's crazy how many texts and calls and emails we get on a daily basis. And we have a wait list right now.
So I've had experience fostering on my own. I ended up having to turn to the Humane Society for some help. But if you should find kittens like we did a few years ago, we just ran over to Tractor Supply to get kitten replacement formula and some bottles. But it's not always that simple.
No.
What should people do?
It is not. The number one thing I would say is if you hear or find kittens, is documenting where you found them and don't touch them immediately.
Really?
The best chance at life for them is their mom. And there's a really good chance that there is a mom right around the corner who is out searching for food so that she can provide nutrition for her babies. So the very best thing to do would be to leave them right where they are, document them, watch from a distance, but if mama feels like there's any threat, she won't come back for a very long time. Or she might not come back at all because she feels like there is a risk to her babies and she is leading danger to her babies. So leaving them where they are, documenting where they are, and then reaching out to us.
Okay.
And we can help you from there. The ideal scenario is that we're not bottle feeding these babies, that we have their mom. That is their best source of nutrition, their best chance at life.
So if y'all were to have the position to have a foster, then potentially you could take in the mother and the kittens. That's the goal.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
When that scenario happens and you have now a mother cat, how do you get it spayed?
So same deal. So mama normally gets spayed the same day her kittens get spayed. We try not to separate
So
them
kittens
any
go
earlier.
home from you spayed and neutered?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, so all of our kittens, when they are adopted out, are spayed or neutered and up to date on all age-appropriate vaccines and also microchipped. And mama would be as well. Mama would also be combo tested for FIV and FELV, and then we would get her adopted out and find her perfect forever home too.
So in terms of the fosters who you're needing, not everybody has around-the-clock ability to bottle feed.
Yeah.
That's its own separate level. What are you looking for in a foster?
Absolutely. And yeah, it's hard work, don't get me wrong. It's
Yeah.
rewarding, but it's hard work. So I would say for, our fosters who are not having the ability to bottle feed, really it is just having the space and a little bit of time. So especially in a situation where we have a mama and her babies, the ideal scenario is that they're kept in a small spare room in your house.
Oh, so you could foster if you had the mama, and
Yes.
you can't have the time to bottle feed.
Absolutely.
Gotcha.
So then it can be at any age that the kittens are, because mama takes care of a lot of pretty much everything.
Okay.
And really, if you have, a spare bathroom, a laundry room, that's the ideal setup.
And even if you have other pets in the house, as long as they're able to be kept away. And typically then if you foster and you're fostering a litter, you're going to have them for about 7 or 8 weeks
On
probably.
average, yes.
On average. And then maybe you have that, summer's a great time for that with kids out of school.
It's such a great time, and it's a great opportunity to teach your kids a little bit of responsibility as well, and in a fun way.
Yeah. Okay, if you're looking to adopt them, because how are you not looking at these 4 kittens and not saying, oh, let's go get them? It's always better, if you can, to take 2.
Oh, absolutely.
Because they keep each other company.
They keep each other company. They're also less likely to cause chaos in your home if they have each other to entertain themselves.
Okay.
So it is a lot of fun for them to have a buddy. So we always encourage adopting them too.
Well, this is therapy right here at
I would
no
say, I
cost
think you
to
got
me.
someone asleep on you.
I did. I don't know if I'm going to let him go. All right, so here's where you can reach out. Your local fur mama, if you're looking to adopt, please consider going through them. If you are in a position to foster, please reach out to them. It will reward you more than you can ever know. And follow them on social media. They're great about keeping you posted, quite literally.
With McValue at McDonald's, you'll get deals on breakfast, which comes in handy when you've got the whole family in town.
Get more out of your morning with any size iced coffee for only $1. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At Pinnacle Home Improvements, your project begins with me.
With me.
With me.
With me. With me.
At Pinnacle Home Improvements, your exterior home remodeling project begins with each of our team of experts.